Okay, so in this video, I am going to talk to you about how you never have to work another day in your life at a regular job. Obviously, you're still going to need to work, but you can actually work for yourself, and it's hard but easy at the same time. Let's break this down. So obviously, right now you have a job and you want to get rid of your job. You no longer want to work your job. So what one way can you do that? Well, first off, you can have a side hustle. This can be anything, really. It could be a sport that you love, and you can start coaching and training it. So training sports, and of course, that's what I did. I was a very good player in my time. I started teaching and coaching basketball at a very young age, and this was just a natural thing for me to do. That's obviously not for everybody, and I've seen some really, really bad athletic trainers in and around where I live. So from there, what I would also suggest is trying to find something that you love. So for example, a hobby that you absolutely love. So for example, this could be gaming. And for gaming, this could lead to many different things. You could have Twitch, which is like a online streaming service. You could do YouTube, but something, YouTube, YouTube, or you could also teach as well. So something that not many people are doing just as of yet, but something I have seen starting to happen in the United States and different areas of Asia. A couple of people who I talked to over in the Philippines as well as over in China and around Asia, they are starting to see more and more people teaching kids how to become a better video gamer, which is actually quite interesting. Because we all remember, if you're around 30, which is me, I'm 31, we all remember when we were kids, we used to buy those big books for like 30, 40, 50 bucks to teach us how to basically beat a game. Now, we can actually have something even better now, which is YouTube. You can look at walkthroughs of games. You don't necessarily need to buy those books that explain the games. However, for a game like NBA 2K, as an example, there really isn't any official walkthroughs in a sense of being able to become better in the game. You can get some stuff on YouTube, but it's not always the most clear. What's the best way? The best way is to have somebody with you, and somebody could become, if you're really good in, let's say, NBA 2K, you could literally just go and say, well, I'm going to learn everything there is about the game. I'm good at it anyways. How can I teach this? And then build a website, build a YouTube channel, show how you're teaching it, and then advertise yourself as a NBA 2K trainer. And there, boom, you've got yourself something where you can go to somebody's house, you can teach them the game, $50 an hour, and basically then have that ultimate dream, like that kind of sell the ultimate dream, which is what most athletic trainers do anyways, which is, hey, you could become a pro if you train hard at this. And we all know that esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's just going to get bigger as we go along in life. So why not be one of the first few people who become super rich in esports, whatever it may be? So that is just one little small idea, but there's a trillion different ideas. You could even have a side hustle where, for example, you could make wooden things. So, for example, a bird. You could make wooden birds. You can then paint those wooden birds. You can stick them on a stick. You can sell them. And then you can kind of calculate how much that wood costs, how much that paint costs, how much your time costs. And then you can say, okay, well, this bird is going to cost you $30. And in the past, not many years ago, you had to go to craft festivals and things like that, which cost money, and you probably never made any money from it. And it was just something to pass your time away and make it look like you're actually making money. Now, you don't need to do that. You don't need to spend whatever it is, $100, $150 to go to a craft thing that's down the street from me all the time in the summer. What you could do is just make these crafty things and literally sell them on Etsy and sell them on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is actually a very interesting thing because, for example, I have a video on this channel from last fall where I cut like leaves off of a tree and sold them on Marketplace for $10. Literally went to my backyard, cut leaves off a tree. It was a spruce tree, so it was like those stemmy things. And then sold them on Marketplace within a day. That's crazy. Who says that money doesn't grow on trees? It literally did for me. And you can do literally the same thing. Like, there's so many different ways that you can make money. And then if you can grow that side hustle into a business, like I have with mine, then you don't have to really worry about a job. My side hustle was YouTube and basketball training. I worked a regular day job. And then that regular day job wouldn't let me have part-time because I wanted to go more full-time on my business. So I moved to a different company, went part-time eventually on that new company, and then went full-time on my business. It started to expand even bigger, and then I quit that job at the best way possible, and I ran my business full-time. So I can do this. You can do this. These are kind of some tips that you can do, but then on top of it all, I cannot stress this enough. You can't work forever. You can't work for your money forever. Any money that you make on your side hustle at first, when you're still working your job, do one of two things with it. Either invest back into the business, invest in yourself, or invest in stocks. That's what I personally did. For a while, if I wasn't investing in new basketballs, new weights, new programming equipment, new laptops, cameras, speaker, iPad, pencil, things like that, if I wasn't investing in that, I was literally investing every penny back into stocks that paid me. For example, TD Bank, CIBC, National Bank, things that pay a good dividend. ZWK is another one recently that I've been investing heavily in because at one point it was close to 10% dividends. Now it's around 7% because the stock price of it went up. But either way, these are ways that you can finally get rid of working a job. It takes a couple of years, but if you're willing to work your butt off to never have to worry about a darn boss that sucks, then this is one way that you can do it. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.